it's 51 minutes past 8. Good golly, Miss Molly, Long Tall Sally, Tutti Frutti, Little Richard is, of course, a rock and roll legend. Earlier this year, he made his mark singing Great Gosh Almighty in the hit movie Down and Out in Beverly Hills. Now the success of that song has led to a new album, Lifetime Friend. It's Little Richard's first album in over 10 years, and we're happy to have him joining us this morning from Los Angeles. Hi, Little Richard.
How you doing, Tony?
I'm doing good.
Hello, Little Richard. How you doing?
How you doing? Glad to talk to you.
All right.
How does it feel being back in the recording studio after all these years?
Oh, I feel very, very, very good about it. It was so different going back in the studio with the new technology. It was just really fantastic, and I'm just grateful.
That's great.
Tell me about some of the new music you're going to have on your new album. Is it going to be different from before, or?
Oh, yes. Well, the song Operator, I just love the impact of the music with Jesse Boyce and Travis Womack. And I just love this new song also, Somebody's Coming, by Benny Medino. He produced that on me. He and Lenny Waronker from Warner Brothers. Lenny Waronker, I said the name wrong. But it's really one of the greatest things to me I've ever done, that song, Somebody's Coming. I just love that song. And Lifetime Friend and One Ray of Sunshine. I'm just so grateful for this album. You know, this album also is an album to help drug addicts, you know, and different people. It's a message album. It's for people that need a little hope, you know. You know, Michael Jackson's new album, I heard, is going to be a message album with a rap music, you know. Bruce Springsteen's new album with the song War, What Is It Good For? That's a message song. So my album has that message, a positive message with a positive note on it, you know.
A lot of the songs on the album are very personal about the drug, sex, and rock and roll of early Little Richard, and
that's right. That's right.
I guess you feel like the message you're trying to portray out there is try to help people feel a little better about themselves.
Well, that's right. You know, I was spending $10,000 a month for my cocaine habit. You know, I was taking rocks, bricks, stones, and whatever. I was smoking it. You know, I was putting it in my nose. My nose was big enough to park a diesel truck. You know, I was smoking it and choking it.
But you finally decided to give it up after your mother and your brother had died very young, and you finally decided to give it up. How did you do it?
Well, after my mother died about 2 years ago, my brother died a few years back, Tony, and another friend of mine got shot in the head. Another friend of mine got cut up with a butcher knife. I decided that it was time for me to make a decision, that road was not the road for me to travel, that I needed a little more hope in my life. I needed to take the needles out of my veins and put some hope in my brains. I decided that I should do something more constructive, and that's what I tried to do ever since that.
Well, it really seems that you did. Little Richard, you were in a really bad car accident 7 years ago. 7 hours of operations, and I know you're still going to therapy. How are you feeling, and are you okay?
Yes, I feel much better. You know, going to the greatest hospital in the world, to me, Cedars-Sinai, they really took time with me to help get my body back in shape. But, you know, my leg was shattered, my tongue was cut out, my bladder was punctured. I really went through it in a big way. But I have came back. I've came a long way, and I still have a long way to go, but I'm very grateful to the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He's a good God.
Well, thank God you can still sing.
Yes.
A lot of the big stars have said if it wasn't for Little Richard, they never would have made it in rock and roll. I'll throw out some names to you, you can tell me what you think about it, especially right now. He's going through his problems. How about Boy George?
I feel so sorry for Boy George. You know, I believe that he's very sorry about what has happened to him. And I just hope that God would just bless him and help him to get back on the right track before it's too late.
I know we share a favorite in Patti LaBelle.
Oh, yes, I think, well, Patti LaBelle is really, she's great. Well, if you don't go on the stage first with Patti, you won't get on because she takes the show.
She's great. How about Mick Jagger?
Oh, Mick Jagger, I love Mick Jagger. He's full of rhythm. He used to watch me when he used to travel with me. He used to open my show. And he's got a lot of me when you walk out there on that stage.
And even Paul McCartney, every time he plays in concert, or if he plays, he always plays Long Tall Sally.
That's right. Paul is my baby. I love him. He's one of the greatest artists in the world to me.
Well, thank you, Little Richard.
Thank you, Little Richard.
It was nice hearing from you.
And don't forget about Bruce Springsteen and Micah.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
It's 4 minutes before the hour, and we'll be right back after this.